guys, welcome back to the channel. How is everyone doing today? Hopefully everybody is doing well. Well, I am back, guys, with 10 more movies, horror movies that you may not have seen, or the ones that you may have missed. I did a video, a couple videos ago, I did something on the same topic, and it seemed to do really well. It got quite a few views, at least for my channel. People seem to really respond to it, and I got some comments where people are like, hey, I haven't even heard of some of those. Thank you for the suggestions, stuff like that. So I figured I'm going to do 10 more movies, horror movies that you may have missed. There's some in here that I have a couple in here that kind of delve more into the sci-fi, horror type realm. I got one movie here. The first movie we're going to talk about was a movie that was super, super popular when I was in high school or just out of high school. I think it was when I was in high school, but you may not have heard of it, or you maybe have just forgot about it. So, so here we are with 10 more movies that you may have missed. So let's delve right in. And the first one is that movie I was talking about that came out in the 90s, and it's called Disturbing Behavior. And I believe this was the movie that had the song Got You Where I Want You by the band The Flies. I'm pretty sure that was in this movie. You should go check out that song. It's a great, just kind of 90s sounding song. It's really awesome. But this takes place in a small little coastal town. It revolves around a high school, and there's something that comes in, some sort of force that is taking over some of the high school kids and making them do like some peculiar type stuff. Then there's some three outsider friends right here. I think it's these three, and they're not affected by it, and they try to figure out what the heck is going on in this small town and why are their classmates acting so peculiar and funny and doing things that are just not too nice. But yeah, this movie's really cool. Very, very 90s. I highly recommend checking that one out. It's a cool one, especially if you haven't seen it and you grew up in that era. It brings back all kinds of nostalgia. Next, we have a movie that, this is more of a sci-fi horror. It's from the MVD Rewind collection. It's called The Dark. And this is about like a reporter and I believe a detective also who are trying to solve these like grisly murders that are happening in Los Angeles. And it turns out that it's being caused by like some alien terror, and they're trying to figure out what's going on and how to stop it. This movie was pretty cool. I'd never heard of this movie. I actually found out about this movie by somebody else recommending it on their video, and I went and I picked it up, and I really enjoyed it. So I think you will too. So I recommend that one for sure. Next is a movie that's not too old, but it wasn't overly popular. It did get a theatrical release, but it wasn't like crazy popular. It didn't open like on a super wide scale, and that is Bruce Campbell in Black Friday. This kind of delves into, doesn't really, I mean, this is more on the side of like aliens, sci-fi, horror, and it's about this group of people who have to open up a store on the night before, or on Thanksgiving night, to do to work on Black Friday. And there's an alien pod that comes down, and it has like these mutants that are kind of taking over people's bodies and turning them kind of into zombies. And there's a whole bunch of Christmas shoppers coming in, but they're not really alive. And they're kind of taken over by these alien like parasites, I guess. And they got to fight them off. This is a fun movie. This would be a good double feature with Eli Roth's Thanksgiving. So think about that one for a double feature. Next is another movie that came out not that long ago, and I don't know where I heard about it. I heard about it from somewhere, and this one might actually be streaming for free on Tubi. But it's Deer Camp 86, and it's about a group of friends who are going deer hunting, and they're staying at this old cabin, but there is something in the woods that's not quite right. Something's a lingering, and these guys have to try to fight it off. This movie was really cool for the fact that it was kind of just a low budget indie kind of film. I really went into it not expecting much. It surprised me. I thought it was pretty darn good. Definitely give that one a watch. And like I said, I think it's free on Tubi. So yeah, you can probably check it out on there. Next, we have a movie with Vince Vaughn in it, and it's called Freaky. Vince Vaughn plays a serial killer. This is a teenage girl, and they basically swap bodies. So it's basically a horror version of Freaky Friday. That's pretty much what it's about. I mean, and I don't need to go into too much great detail on that. Yeah, it's basically a horror version of Freaky Friday. It's not the great film, but it's still kind of fun, and it's worth checking out. I mean, it's probably streaming somewhere, but it'd be a fun one to watch around Halloween. Next, we have a movie by director Jim Jarmusch, and it has a huge cast. You got Bill Murray, Tilda Swinton, Steve Buscemi, Iggy Pop, Selena Gomez, Adam Driver, Danny Glover, Rosie Perez, Tom Waits, whole bunch of people. And this is a Jim Jarmusch film. I think that's how you say his last name. And it's The Dead Don't Die. It's basically a very, very dry, deadpan humor comedy, zombie comedy. So yeah, it's about zombies, but it's got a lot of humor in it, but it's very dry and very deadpan. Jim Jarmusch, either you like him or you don't like him. Either you like deadpan, dry humor or you don't. So you'll probably know pretty quickly whether this movie is for you or not. But me, I love that sort of stuff. I like Jim Jarmusch. I liked a lot of his other films. So I knew going in what to expect. And I really liked it. I thought it was pretty good. So, but that's one that, I don't know. You may like it, you may hate it. I don't know, but I liked it. This is another one too, that you either gonna maybe like it or not like it. It's really, really, it's really out there. It's called Benny Loves You. And this is about a, puppet, not really a puppet, like a stuffed animal who, is really devoted to his owner and will do anything for him, including kill and slice people up something fierce. This is one gory movie. But it's very interesting. It's kind of like a Child's Play, but far, far more gory and far more like independent. It definitely has more of an independent feel to it. But yeah, this movie is something else, man. And it is it's pretty nuts. But yeah, Benny Loves You is crazy, but a good time at the same time. Next up, we have a movie by Bobcat Goldthwait. I think is how you say his name. He's the guy who made all the funny, weird noises and talked. Not made all the funny noises, but talked really funny in all the Police Academy movies. But he became a director later in his career, and he did a lot of different movies, and this one was really cool. It's a horror movie about Sasquatches, like Bigfoot, and it's Willow Creek. This is a found footage film about these two people that go up into Northern California, like Humboldt County type area, in search of Bigfoot. And it gets pretty nuts. There's a scene in there, and I think it's this scene right here where they just have their video camera running, and they're in a tent, and there's some crazy stuff going on outside their tent, and it's like a 15-minute scene, and it's pretty intense. It had me on the edge of my seat, but this movie was pretty cool. Kind of messed up. The ending's a little, I don't know. The ending, you may hate it, I don't know. But, I mean, overall, it's got some creepy parts. It definitely has some creepy parts. I recommend, if you like a good kind of like, not really found footage video or type movie, that one's not too bad. All right, we got two left, and these two I think would make a great double feature. I've noticed that when I've been doing this too. I've been showing off movies. I didn't mean to do it this way, but when I'm kind of looking through it, I'm noticing I got some movies here that would make good double features. So I'm kind of glad that we can introduce you to some maybe horror movies that you've never seen or never heard of, but then also some that work as a double feature. And the first one we have is Werewolves Within. It's basically a werewolf movie, like a low budget independent werewolf movie. And it's kind of cool. I kind of saw it coming at the end, but it was still good. A lot of comedy, too. It's pretty funny. But yeah, I think you should really get this or check this out. This has some good, intense moments. There's some funny moments, and there's a few plot twists here and there too. I really enjoyed this one. And another one that I think that would go really well with that is another movie that has to do with werewolves, and that's The Wolf of Snow Hollow. This is a movie that wants you to think that it's a werewolf movie, and then kind of switches things around a little bit, and things aren't quite what they seem. But these two, I mean, they take place in just kind of the winter. They're both kind of smaller towns. It has a very cold vibe to it. A lot of snow everywhere. These two films are very similar in a lot of ways, and I think these would make a great double feature for sure. A couple of werewolf movies, a couple of independent werewolf movies, which is kind of nice. These two were a big surprise. I really, really enjoyed them both. And just like pretty much everything on that list, I really enjoyed. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's all I got for you. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Let me know you guys like what I'm doing. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Let me know in the comment section below what movies do you got. You got any suggestions? You guys have actually been leaving a lot of good suggestions, a lot of comments. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.